Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
It is what it is.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met.
Hey, to get locked up and shut down around here, bitch.
On the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
33-yard line.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the
Man, that was big.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a give left side. It's Dickerson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Inside give to Dickerson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Oh, fuck, are you running it again?
They did in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Andy Dalton. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. In motion left goes Jennings. They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Looking to put a drive together. Nix to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Dickerson on the handoff. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. We're scoreless after one.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And they'll try to run the option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
A 1-yard loss on the play.
Throwing Nix.
Third and 10.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Brandon Marshall from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Here now, Pat Summerall for the point after. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eric Dickerson, 56 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Johnson now returning. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look at repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
I got you this time, dog.
Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
Oh my God, man, block. Just coming through.
Boy, a real head scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A carry for Dickerson. How did he stay on his feet? And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I gotta play that block better. We got this shit. Get pistol. God, my tight ends. On the fucking ball.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
Damn.
First time, get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
No.
Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by
Oh, that was a big.
They're going to set up shop at the 40-yard
Yes,
line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. Sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man, and sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone. Was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll run now with Dickerson. Able to power through. Powers through again.
It's ridiculous, man.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Dickerson trying the right side.
Hell no.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
This how we gonna score right here. We get ball half.
Touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7.
I feel like we can run it on them out of pistol. We'll fix to run the ball down my throat, dog.
So after after the
It's
touchdown.
bullshit.
Here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. To throw is Nix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles called on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They're going. It's Nix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Motion to the left with Jennings. So Dalton now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 24 yards the game there, another first down as well. Now Dalton getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final act of the first half. Dalton got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead on a final play of the half. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And Dalton to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eric Dickerson, 34 yards. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the air with Nix. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
4 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Palmer, 26 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running. Because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eric Dickerson, 65 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And he'll be hit as he releases it and now fall incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Caught by Marshall. He's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Press up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Toss play. This is Eric Dickerson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go on fourth down. This doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Eagles 40, Chiefs 29.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because
your blades are sharpened with precision. Flashing your favorite point of view.
Yes.
I know you're waiting
Yeah.
distant. Just like you always
It's storming.
just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin. And I know exactly how this ends. I let you
Where you at?
open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who
Where you at?
wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm
It's storming. I'll get blown away. Y'all get there, I got blown away. Y'all get there or up in the tree. No, don't go dancing. That's what sinners do. Sinners go dancing. Wow. That's his way. Well, I did good. I had 2 inches yesterday. I didn't pick out last night. I lost. Yeah, you can. I'm going to show you how you do it. Sip black coffee. All you got to do is sip black coffee all day and stay full. Yeah.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? It's the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out, yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a that's hating on them. And they both. I hate a hating on them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Now cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah. Then it's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. My style. Taking back, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up in a unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a boner pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams.
Motherfucker, I'm a legend.
With the defensive front, that's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact.
I'm a legend in these motherfucking streets.
It's going to go
From day one,
slowing down what's been a very good offense.
ride or die. The draft. Fuck this shit.
It's 1st and 10.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
Off the play fake. He'll look
Bench.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
19, Charger, 19. They will indeed go as they look to throw. There's a short one. And he's not going to get away with it. They've got him after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Nix, how to throw it here on 1st down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All or nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Nix going to throw for it. Open left side. He's got it. He's going to have a Texans 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. This one into the hands of Marshall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That one taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Ready, break. Bronco 80. Grab. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Deputy Timberwolf.
9 on the play. And the 49er first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Sometimes when things aren't perfect, Mike, you just need to rely.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. To it as the kick. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
Oh my God, pass interference 2 times in a row.
Give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to take it. It's a touchdown. It's a penalty down, but it's going to hold up. No problem on the extra point. And the 49ers turn the lead by the score of 13-7.
Texans 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to air this one out. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. They'll come out here to start the drive. To avoid the rush there, he's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Rolling right. It's taken in. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard
So after one, the Niners have the early advantage. Back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. It's the 49ers with the football as they got it with first. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Cougar 19. Get it. 80.
To throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? Really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There are so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That's his second touchdown tonight. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the 49ers add on one more as they extend the second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Big snap on 1st and 10. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the count here. They try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This one complete to Palmer. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Texans are back within 6.
Texans 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running backs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38-yard
Hill look to throw. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And he'll take it on in. Jim Deacon. Touchdown, San Francisco.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the 49ers are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Here's Nix to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Throwing is Nix. Open receiver is Marshall. He's got it. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. To throw is Nix. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Texan.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. The diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw is Nix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. And that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
He'll drop to throw. And open downfield, it's just Johnson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 65 yards. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Get it. 19, 18.
Throwing now from the gun. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
You can see the look on that quarterback's face. He took a big, deep breath. He knows he might have gotten away with one. He's trying to give his receiver a chance in the end zone to go get it. The defender got there first, and fortunately for him, he didn't come away with the interception.
Flush to his right. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the Hall of Famer, Darrelle Revis. Past midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
21.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's a run to begin this third. Pillage forward for maybe a yard. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 27.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier...
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a big 6.
Yeah, anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The 49ers will line up for the 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pay it out.
33. Texans 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
And they're on 29-yard line.
The drive will start on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And the Texans first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Chase Young off the edge. Good tackle.
At the 43-yard line.
Wide open, middle of the field. He's got his receiver. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll go right and find his running back, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans.
To the ground, a first down run. Open space inside the 10. And he's in! Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Houston. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. He knocks it through. And the Texans have cut the deficit to 5.
Texans 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Right back to the air following that pick six. First down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards. In motion is Barner. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll look to throw again. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
19 yards. Ready? 7 Tigers, 7 touch, go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made him comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll get this out to his running back.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
6 yards.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. A.J. Barner, touchdown, 49ers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Texans 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So after the penalty, a break as they now have first and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Second down. Nix. He's going to try it here again. That one's incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs. The zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to have a Texans first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
First down.
Throwing. Nix. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
Nix now on first and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And the Texans are going to have first and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Keachin. And the 2.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing again from his own end zone. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. This one all but over. Here's third down. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. He'll air one out for Palmer. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Cooper